Hey guys, welcome back to the Land of Sieges. We are here in Thrones of Britannia with a 3v3 siege on the settlement of Tamworthage. Let's get into some of the army comps. We'll start off with the defenders here over on this side. We'll get into Gwent, or the Welsh faction. Starting off here, Welsh is being commanded by Argamus. He's bringing with him 4 units of Valied Armored Spearmen, 4 units of the Welsh Axemen, 2 Armored Swordsmen, 1 unit of Levy Spears, 4 longbow archers, and his general there is a unit of the Telu. Moving over to the second defending army. Actually, he's kind of spread out a little bit. He's being very, very supportive of his allies. We have none other than Pixelated Apollo commanding Kirkin, the Scottish faction. He is bringing with him 3 units of Albond warriors, 2 units of Black Blades, 2 Cateran levies, 2 units of the Alban spearmen, 4 units of the Lowland crossbowmen, and his general is a unit of the Royal Followers way back there in the rear part of the settlement. Final defending army, we do have Mercia being commanded by Dagger McStabby. He is bringing with him 3 units of the Militia Feared Spearmen, 3 units of the Sayax Warriors, or Sayao Warriors, 2 units of the Earl's Thanes, 2 mailed long axes, which those guys are really, really dangerous axemen. 2 units of the Creole Spearmen, 4 units of Feared Archers, 1 unit of the Scout Horsemen, and his general is a unit of the Royal Bodyguard. Moving out onto the attacking factions, we do have 2 Dyflin armies. One of them here is being commanded by Unclutch. He is bringing with him 3 units of the Eastman Champions, 2 units of Axemen, 3 Spearmen, 1 unit of Great Axemen, 1 Horseman, 1 Catapult, 4 units of the Eastman Hunters, and he is a general of the Royal Huscarls, which is somewhere. There they are. Yeah, unit of the Royal Huscarls. Very, very, very dangerous. Oh, that's Eastman Horsemen. Where are the hooks? There they are. Eastman Huscarls, very dangerous axe infantry. Big, big, big two-handed axes. Gonna lop off some heads, I imagine. Second army on the battlefield here. The other Dyflin faction is being commanded by myself. I am bringing with me 4 units of Eastman Fighters, 2 units of Eastman Axe Warriors, 2 units of Berserkers, 2 Eastman Champions, 4 units of the Eastman Hunters, 1 Horseman, 1 Catapult, and my general is a unit of the Hearthguard. My Catapult is up here on this hill. I'm trying to maybe see if I can get some shots in onto the defenders there. Final attacking army on the battlefield, we do have the Normans being commanded by Ellington himself. He is bringing with him 3 units of the main infantry, 2 units of Norman foot soldiers, 2 axemen, 4 units of archers, 2 spears. He also has a unit of horsemen, and his general is a unit of the Norman Miles. Back over here on top of the back of the ridge where my catapult is set up. Pretty good cavalry unit there. Pretty long battle, 51 minutes, 28 seconds. Let's get this one going. Start moving up our towers. We do have a ram here. Actually, I think I had brought a ram with me, or one of my allies brought a ram and I just grabbed it from them. Artillery here for Unclutch's Dyflin army is now starting to fire. I believe he's going to try and take out this tower. So far it's up to 28% damage. Has any damage been done? Not just yet to the unit. Maybe some off shots will hit a little bit of these spears. Probably be a good thing. But yeah, he is really trying to take that tower down. I'm not sure what my artillery was firing at. Again, this battle was from a long time ago. So, I don't actually think I am firing just yet. Does not look like I am, but Unclutch was successful in destroying this tower here, which is going to be fantastic. Because anything that we attack from on this side over here, I mean, this tower does have a decent amount of range, but we can't start attacking the wall here to be able to start pressing in onto the defenders. Oh, never mind. Unclutch is now starting to fire at the tower over here. Very good idea. Start trying to take down the tower here. So that will pretty much free up this entire side of the settlement for Unclutch and myself to attack. Over here, is this shot going to land? Oh, yeah. All of those shots landed there, cannonballs. Thinking of the wrong game there, Joe. But yes, and within the first minute and a half, Unclutch was able to destroy 2 of the towers. Looks like he is actually starting to fire again. Is he firing at this last tower? He is trying to hit this last tower, but I don't know exactly how much ammunition he still has left. Here comes another volley. Couple shots. 1 shot landed on it. Here comes another. And boom. Big shot there. So yeah, he is going to attempt to clear out all of these towers for us. And, oh, that would have been, well, here it comes. Boom. Done. All of their front towers on the entire front part of the settlement, the side of this tower way over there. So all of this land is wide open for us to start sieging. Believe that the towers are going to start moving up here soon. Think they're going to start moving up soon. Oh, I am starting to volley a little bit, actually. I think, am I volleying at the spears? Oh, I'm actually hitting the wall? I thought I was shooting at the spearmen there. But nonetheless, this wall is damaged up to 32%, so if I was actually going for the wall... Oh, good shot over there. Killed about 6 men out of the spear unit here. They are all in their shield castle, shield wall here, and I just love it. Thrones of Britannia, dude, I mean, it really is a great game. If you guys can find people to play multiplayer battles in Thrones of Britannia, as I've said in past Thrones replays that I've done, I think that Thrones of Britannia has some of the best siege maps available in Total War games up to this point. So we'll have to see what they bring out in the future here, but up to date, I would say that the Thrones of Britannia is definitely one of the higher echelon of siege battles. Starting to volley over here into some of Apollo's crossbowmen there as well. Just trying to knock down some of the defenses on this side. Another volley coming in. Hills hit one of the spears, killed another one of the archers there. Let's see, tower's starting to move. Not just yet. So actually, I guess we had a pretty long bombardment phase, because none of our towers are moving just yet. I actually had a couple of towers pressed off way over here onto the flank as well. Starting to hear some rumbling. Oh, we got a tower coming up through the woods here. Unit of the Eastern... Is this the Champions, I think? Eastman Champions are starting to make their way forward on this tower. Out of the woods there. Starting to move up to one of the Rams, so that'll be good. Probably going to go right over there towards that gate. Now Unclutch is starting to move up a couple of his towers on this flank here. 3 units moving up. Eastman Champions, some of his great axes, and another unit of his Eastman Champions making their way forward. Ellington and I are still kind of waiting for our opportunity to go. Let's get into the defense here a little bit. Let's just take a look at some of these units here. Sayax Warriors at the front line. Right behind them, some of the Alban Warriors there for a Pixelated Apollo. Another unit of his crossbowmen. Some of Mercia's Earl Thanes here. Very tough infantry. The Militia Fjord Archers here behind. Some more of the Scottish faction Caterin Levy there. Here's a couple of units back over here. We do have the Mailed Long Axemen. 2 units of the Mailed Long Axemen there. A unit of Scout Horsemen. And just so you guys are aware, the town center is actually here where the horsemen and the long axes are. So this right here is the victory point for the settlement. Tower's starting to really make a move up now. Looks like all of us are starting to move. At least Ellington and Unclutch are moving. I apparently still just holding back. Maybe I think I was actually waiting to be like a reserve army for this attack here. But I am still firing my catapult. Looks like, yeah, I'm still trying to get some more kills in onto this frontline militia spearmen there. Just to try and lessen their numbers a little bit. Make it a little bit easier for our attack.
Wipe them from history.
So the main infantry here for the Normans starting to make their way up. Am I starting to move? Nope, just still not yet. I'm still holding. Unclutch is getting very close up to the walls here. He's going to start attacking on these parts of the wall here. He is bringing up all 4 of his units of his hunters as well. Maybe start to try and get some shots in onto these spearmen, even though they are in their shield walls, so their defense for arrows or range defense is a lot higher than what it normally would be.
We found our foes. We sighted the enemy.
Hearing some arrow. Oh, it's the archer tower firing over here. Starting to fire in onto one of Ellington's towers there. Probably not going to do a whole lot of damage. He will be able to land these towers. I do trust me when I say that when it's going to take it takes a little while for the towers to land, but once we land the towers, once everybody starts getting into the settlement, it goes like this battle just explodes. So it will definitely be worth the watch. I'm starting to move up some of my Eastman archers, still holding my towers, still holding back my towers.
Enemy sighted.
I mean, obviously they can see these units here on the towers themselves. Another volley coming in. I think that hit the building, actually. You can hear all of the men here in the settlement starting to try and amp themselves up. Look at the blood. Look at the bodies just getting knocked around. Very cool. Very, very cool. I am a gigantic fan of Thrones of Britannia. So Unclutch was successful in bashing in their front gate here, which is going to be fantastic. The front gate is still under the defender's control, but hopefully he'll land some units, or somebody will land some units and be able to start to neutralize that gate. Normans are starting to move up their archers as well. Now, we have some really dangerous archers to have to deal with. The crossbowmen there, for the lowland crossbowmen, are really good, and the longbows obviously are very, very good units. So we have a bit of a fight against us. Also, I just want to say the man count here, pretty big battle, 6,200 against 6,324. So the defenders actually have more men than we do. Looks like the balance of power is a little bit in our favor, but they definitely do have more infantry than we do. More shots from the catapults coming in, getting a good shot in here onto this unit, killing 3 men. Oh, another volley coming in, killing some more. Wow, down to 145. So far, 45 men killed out of that infantry unit, and more volleys still coming down now, down to 139. Very good shooting here so far by Unclutch with his catapult. I don't think mine was out of ammo. Nope, they're still loaded. They still have ammunition. Starting to see some of my units making their way forward now. I'm starting to push up a couple of my towers here. I believe I'm still holding the ones on this side. Yeah, I hold these towers back for a little while longer yet. Probably just waiting for the first initial collision to take place before... Nope, never mind. I am wrong there. Again, like I said, this is a little bit older of a replay. I want to say this is probably about... We're somewhere between 3 to 4 months old, so I'm not going to remember everything that happens in this battle replay. All I can tell you is that it is a very good battle between the 6 of us here. Eastman champions here for Unclutch, still bringing up another tower. I'm starting to push up some of my Eastman fighters here. Another one of my towers. I'm actually coming over here. I'm going to squeeze in between 2 of Ellington's towers here with another unit of my Eastman fighters. Saving my bigger units, my stronger units for back here. I have my Eastman champions, my Hearthguard general back here as well. Also leaving my berserkers back here in the woods, which are both hidden. So that will be probably a bit of a surprise for the defenders when they finally unveil themselves out of the woods there. Looks like we're getting ready to have some towers finally land here. Do apologize for the long beginning there, but Eastman champions here for Unclutch now starting to make their way into the settlement. The drawbridge for the tower has now dropped. Men are starting to make their way into the settlement here. Second unit are starting to make their way down as well. So battle is close to starting, gentlemen. Battle is close to starting, and actually here it comes. Eastman champions starting to make their way down, probably going to form up their lines before they charge. The great axe is here right behind them. These guys are going to do some really good work against the shieldmen, the spearmen I should say, but again, the archers right here for Mercia going to probably cause a bit of a problem. We're starting to actually burn down the settlement a little bit to start trying to help our advantage, I should say, I guess, into the settlement here. Is Unclutch still firing? No, who just fired that volley? Was that me? No, was not me. We do have the gate now starting to be neutralized. We're just about actually to capture it here. I actually did move up some of my Eastman fighters, so some of my towers are starting to land. This is going to be a very hard attack on this side. This side of the settlement is going to be very difficult. Lots of spears over here. Lots and lots and lots of spears. Do you see some... I saw... Maybe those were archer volleys that were coming? Enemy is attacking our allies, so we do have some archer fire now coming. The Mercian Fjord archers are starting to get some volleys off. Actually, they have a barricade right up here. So definitely a very good spot for them to put a barricade. They're going to be able to get some really good shots onto us as we are starting to attack, coming through the gate, dropping troops off the towers and everything. Just a lot of men getting ready to come up here and start fighting. Lots and lots and lots of infantry. Look at these. Oh, infantry, here it is. Battle is absolutely underway on this side of the battlefield. Unclutched charging in onto some of the Mercian spearmen here. I think his axes are, yeah, his axes are definitely involved in the combat. Let's just keep an eye on this guy right here. Actually, I'll just keep an eye on this axeman. See how well he does. Oh, somebody's getting in the way. Not very armored, though. And the guy's wearing like a tunic, and I don't think he's got any pants on. He's got some leather shoes, so definitely not a lot of armor on these axe warriors here. I mean, they're just great axes, so they're not going to be the mailed axemen, obviously. Still just waiting for our attack. Actually, I'm starting to press on this side. Some of my Eastman fighters coming in over here are going to start colliding some of the Fjord spearmen here for Mercia. Oh, big volley coming up and just, oh. I saw at least 3 or 4 guys get hit in the head by arrows. That probably didn't hurt for very long. Norman's still moving up some more of his units. Actually, the rest of my Eastman's fighter unit is still trying to catch up over there. It's definitely a bad move on my part. I should have waited, should have formed them up a little bit further so the rest of the unit was with them. As you can see, Ellington, seems like that's what Ellington is doing here with his main infantry there. Just look at the settlement burning already. Doing a lot of damage to this settlement. Doing a lot of damage, already up to 3% damage, which will drop the supplies and melee skill for the defenders by 1 each so far. Actually breaking one of the units of the Fjord archers. Who is that? Is that my archers? I think that is my archers. Probably a little bit of Unclutch's archers as well. Just routing out. Now they have caught themselves, but seriously depleted, down to 31 out of 80 men in that unit there. Actually, wait a second. These axemen on this side look like they're a little bit more armored than our friend that was over here. He's wearing literally just a tunic. Let's see, is this guy even still alive? Probably not. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, we actually have some of the front line here starting to waver. Wow. I didn't remember breaking through over here that quickly, but we do have spears here. Some of the Cateran, I think, axemen starting to come in. They're gonna reform, hold back some of my Eastman champions here. How is the center going? Is battle going underway here yet? Not just yet. Still just burning down more buildings. Just waiting for the opportunity, waiting for the command to charge in. Let's see how we're doing on this side. Some of Ellington's forces actually got 1 unit of his Norman axemen charged in, doing a pretty good number so far against these militia Fjord archers. Mercia, I don't know if he meant to charge back after my Eastman fighters there, but they did suffer a charge back by the main infantry here, so very well done. Countercharge, that was the word I was looking for. Countercharge by the main infantry, and you can see those spears just immediately routing. They are running for the hills. Probably they may come back. 60 men left in the unit. Actually, no, they're still getting killed as they're trying to run away. So they may not. We do have a unit of the Valley Armored Spearmen now starting to make their way up. We're going to try and plug this gap up here. My towers on this side are now starting to land. We have defending against me some Fjord Archers and Sayax Warriors here. Or Sayao Warriors. Archer volleys now coming up over here. Lowland crossbowmen getting some good shots in onto my Eastman fighters over here. Mercy is going to charge forward and meet me at this hilltop here for the walls. So he's definitely going to try and at least defend the walls here. Maybe try and keep the tower from being neutralized. Unfortunately, some of Ellington's units over here starting to waver. Like I said, this side of the settlement is pretty difficult to attack, especially with all the spears that are over here. A couple of units of swords as well, but they did definitely put a lot of spears on that side. Center is still being held. Actually, Mercia bringing both of his units of archers off this center barricade here. Going to hide them behind the wall. Are they out of ammunition already? They are out of ammunition, so pretty quickly off the battle, right off the beginning of the battle, once the fighting started, one of the units of the Mercian archers already out. You can see more of the defending forces on this side starting to waver, starting to run away. So more spearmen making their way quickly, trying to get up to this front line to be able to hold this corner. Because as anybody who has done siege battles before, once you start losing one spot, one side of your defense, it will start making the rest of your defense a little bit more difficult, because these units would have to start falling back. They could hold a defensive line here, but these units would have to fall back to in between some of these huts here. But just more and more of the defenders being brought up here. Some more of the Keteran levies there. Some more Alban spearmen. We do have a unit of the Fjord archers who have moved over here. They are out of ammunition, so they will be used as standard infantry. Swing back over onto this side, see how Ellington and myself are doing. Actually, my units pretty much being held up on the walls here so far. Defenders doing a fantastic job. My guys are still up on this ridge here, so Apollo's archers have just a fantastic shot. Fantastic shot at my men there. As you can see, his archers right back over there, just firing clean straight across into my men here and just burning them down. Just cutting these guys down so quickly. The shield is on the opposite side of their body, so really well done there by Apollo. Settlement damage is now up to 4%. You can see all of these houses, unfortunately, for this poor settlement, all of the people that live in here, some of them just lost some houses over here. There were a couple of houses burned down on this side as well. Starting to move up some of my archers. I believe these guys are already out of ammunition. Yes, these guys are already out of ammunition as well, so I'm going to start moving them up. As you can see here, Unclutch is really starting to try and press this left side of the line. We do have some of the Fjord archers from Mercia making their way up, so they are going to try their best to hold this line back. Some fire arrows now starting to come in from the Mercian archers. This is the unit that was originally shot down by Unclutch and my archers here. I think a second unit of my archers is out of ammo. Yeah, that unit is out of ammunition as well. Where's my other archers? Oh, they're over here. They're way on this side over here. I think they still might. Yeah, they still have ammo here. Some of the Norman archers now making their way up a little bit closer. Maybe he's going to try and swing around and get some rear shots. But the defenders are starting to lose a little bit over here as well. So far, we're doing a pretty good job, I would say. Some of these spearmen here starting to waver. My Eastman fighters looking pretty good so far. 94 out of 160. The spears here with 116. But they are absolutely exhausted. Enemy is routing. They're shaken now. They're starting to get back into better morale bonus there. I was trying to sneak past that unit of the Valley Armored Spearmen to get a rear charge in here. Hopefully, I think Ellington eventually does charge his main infantry past my guys into the backs of that spear unit there. Start trying to allow us to have a little bit better of an opportunity to attack. But yeah, the defenders on this side did a really good job holding this line. Very good job with those archers coming up. They did hold for as long as they were needed to hold before yet another unit of the Earl's Thanes now brought up. General's actually moving his way forward here. The Mercian General, Royal Bodyguard making his way forward here. Probably going to come up to the front line and try to start doing some holding himself. Maybe inspire some of his men. So a lot of these guys are routing, unfortunately, for the defenders. Let's get into some more of the fighting here. Let's take a look in the center, see if, yeah, fighting is absolutely going on in here in the middle. Myself and Unclutch trying to break our way through, but again, these are some serious sword units. They're only tier 1, but if I recall correctly, they do have some pretty good stats. They are taking on some Eastern Axemen, 2 units of, 2 units of Eastern Axemen, 1 unit of my Eastern Fighters, but my Eastern Fighters not in combat, so they're kind of just waiting for the opportunity to be able to get a good charge through. Starting to see some more archer fire coming through. Archers coming from Unclutch's army here. His Dyflin army getting some really... Look at all of these arrows coming up and over, down onto the defending units here. Not expecting this. A lot of these guys getting just absolutely pelted. Absolutely pelted. We do have the Earl Stains. Like I said, here comes the Mercian General. He's going to start charging his way in here. Try and raise the morale of his men. So far, a lot of bodies have been lost, though. A couple units back over here. You can see that the defender's line was here, so we're starting to make a little bit of progress. But as you can see, look at this sword unit here. He's stretched out all along over here. So there's really nothing that we're able to do right now. Still just trying to cut them down with our arrows to try and give us a little bit better of a vantage point. Swing back over onto the other side, see how well the defenders are doing in this back, on this far right corner, I should say. Some more of the Norman units starting to make... Oh, actually, he's coming back. That unit of main infantry is going to come back. There's 47 men in there. My unit of Eastern Axe Warriors coming back as well. And some more of the main infantry starting to waver there for the Normans. My guys now routed completely. Not a whole lot left in this unit. Just a total of 33 men left. And they are just trying to run away. But... the Sea Axe Warriors do not care. They are going to cut these guys down as they're trying to retreat. Apparently, I guess they're retreating the wrong way. You definitely don't want to retreat into enemy lines. But yeah, look at this. The defender's doing a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic job on the attacker's right flank of our attack. Center still so far being held. Actually, we broke through, Unclutch broke through that first unit. Now we just have to deal with start to knock down this barricade here. It's going to take a little bit of damage, take a little while there. It's only at 4% fire damage so far. I don't know if I moved my artillery. Oh, my artillery's empty. Never mind. Is my artillery empty? Yeah, there they are. Right over there. Let's get back up over onto this side. Usually, this seems like this is the side where the more aggressive fighting is going on. More units now making their way in. Here comes my Berserkers. Berserkers making their way in. Going to start trying to cut people down. Making their way in here. 80 of 80. They are now involved in the combat. Probably just shoving their way through all of these other infantrymen. Blood-crazed berserkers. Yeah, you can see some of them starting to make their way through. Just shoving their way through. Look at that. Just shoving their way through, straight through all of their allies to get in onto this fight. Take a look, see, so far, oh wait, where is it? Can I not do it with this? I thought I could. I thought I could see their kills. Guess maybe not. Or if there is a way to do it, if you guys can, just feel free to drop it down in the comment section there below. Sorry about that, wrong button. Yeah, my Berserkers, I mean, I've lost 2 men, but they've probably gotten a decent amount of kills so far. Is that only one of my units of Berserkers? Oh no, here comes my second unit. Actually, I'm coming around on the flank. Yep, I stuck them up onto the wall, and I'm getting them around into the back lines here of the front line infantry. Do see some more of the Scottish infantry coming forward. We have some of the Black Blades, very, very tough infantry. Second unit of Black Blades way over there. Mercy is sending up some of his mailed long axemen. These guys are trouble. These guys are very, very nasty. I've seen these units, the mailed long axemen, I've seen them get 400 or 500 kills in a battle. So very, very tough axeman there. We break down that barricade yet? No, actually not even pressing on the barricade just yet. Do have this center fight on this side, or left center fight going on over here. More of my Eastman fighters, some more of Unclutch's fighters here as well. Just really trying to struggle, trying to bash our way through. Those guys are really doing a fantastic job, though, the defenders, holding that breach point, or holding that road, I should say. Seax warriors over here taking on some more of the Norman spearmen, foot soldiers there. One unit of the axemen, another unit of the swordsmen here for the Norman faction, commanded again, like I said, by Ellington. Who again, one of the other Banksy generals. So guys, get on over there, check his channel out. The link is going to be in the description, along with Gorm's channel. His channel's link is going to be down there as well. So feel free, get on over there, check it out. We have archers right here. We do. Look at this. Crossbowmen there, firing down. I think the archer tower is actually firing. Archers are currently not firing. Maybe it wouldn't have been a bad idea to try and get them up onto the hill a little bit to get some shots over. But I mean, the defenders' infantry are doing a fantastic job so far. Really good job holding up this side. I mean, their line was back here. You can see they have definitely pushed Ellington. I did have a couple of units over here as well, so they definitely have pushed some units back. Oh man, Mercy's general routed. Whoa, not good. But yeah, we're doing some serious work over here, still pushing that back, that defensive line. My berserkers over here still doing some really good damage. Eastman champions here for Unclutch. More of the Eastman champions here as well. Actually, both of my berserkers are on the same side. Yeah, both of my berserkers are over here on the left end of the line. So they're probably doing some really good damage here. Some more defenders making their way over. The mailed axemen are here. Some of the black blades have made their way over here as well. Welsh axemen, unit of the Alban spearmen have recovered their morale, so they're not going to keep routing, but hopefully they'll be able to turn around and get back into the combat. Some more Welsh axemen here as well. So they are definitely trying to bolster up this side a lot more, because I don't really think they're worried very much about this side of the battlefield. They are doing a fantastic job with the defense over here. It's like Ellington actually has some of his archers up here. 3 units of his Norman archers over here, starting to get some volleys in onto the defenders. See where they're starting to land. Looks like, oh, he's firing at the crossbowmen. Very good target there. Very well done there by Ellington. Tip my hat to him. Yeah, these defenders still hold. A couple of units of Mercy are starting to waver. But these Valiant Spearmen here, Armored Swordsmen, another unit of the Valiant Spears, some more Valley Armored Spears making their way up. So they are definitely bolstering up over here. And unfortunately for Ellington, he had a pretty sizable break over here. 3 units of infantry now starting to waver. They are starting to rout. This unit, I think, is not going to be far behind since his allies are retreating. Here comes Ellington's general now. Norman Mile general starting to make their way in. Looks like we are starting to try and break through this barricade. Or we have broken through this barricade finally. Starting to attack here in the center. Trying to just give ourselves as many opportunities and as many avenues as possible. Let's get back over here onto this side. Still a lot of fighting going on. My berserkers still holding on pretty good. 64 out of 80 in that unit. This unit here with 49 out of 80. But just continuously pushing this defensive line back. That's all we're trying to do is just break through somewhere to be able to start making some really, really good ground. So far on this left side, though, like I said, we have made some really good ground. Center here, they are really holding very well there for the defenders. Did make it through that first line here of the defenders, but again, some of the Alban warriors here holding valiantly. Again, another unit of Alban warriors right behind them. Some of the militia feared archers out of ammunition. They will be thrown in as infantry as well. But look at this, yeah. Defenders are just pushing out over here. Very, very well done. So pretty much it's like an exact opposite. This side, the defenders are doing very well. The center is pretty much give and take. And this left side, we're doing some really good job. We're doing a really good job, I should say, Some of my berserkers now starting to make their way around the outside line of these black blades. We do have some of the crossbowmen up on the wall here. They are unfortunately out of ammunition. Some more of the infantry for the defender starting to waver. He's going to pull them back. Probably try and maybe get them rested up a little bit before he charges them back in. Oh, I feel bad for that guy. I feel really bad for both of these guys. They are completely surrounded by berserkers. Not good. Oh, look at this guy actually. Oh, nope, never mind. He's dead. Let's check out his other buddy here. Just going to stay on him for a couple seconds. See if he ends up doing anything. Taking a couple of swipes at one of my berserkers there. Oh, nope, he's dead. So there you go. Berserkers just putting in work. Actually, Mercia here got a unit of his Earl's Thanes behind us. Did not remember that happening. Hopefully we have something over here to be able to combat them. We do have some of the Eastman Spearmen making their way over. Trying to get a rear charge down. Looks like he's going to hit some of my Berserkers. Some of the Eastman Champions here for Unclutch's Dyflin army. Swing on back to the other side. Yeah, they've definitely pushed out. Ellington is now just defending. He's just going to hold this road, try and hold back all of these troops from coming around and enveloping us. The center line here really still trying to make their way through. Alban Warriors taking on some of the Eastern Spearmen there. Anything really going on? I see some more flags wavering back over here for Mercia. They're wavering, casualties sustained, so they may come back. Cavalry here now for Mercia actually outside. Unclutch is going to try and chase them down. Probably going to try and trap them in the middle there. I have my cavalry, and Ellington has his cavalry as well. So, oh, nope, never mind. Cavalry fight. Cavalry fight. I thought Mercia was going to try and run away.
To victory!
Let's see how this fight is going so far. 58 out of 60, 56 out of 60. So far, it looks like the Dyflin cavalry are being victorious. Starting to see the Norman cavalry starting to make their way over here. Maybe they're going to come over here and try and give their ally a hand. Try and give Unclutch a hand. Ellington's a really good team player, guys. So if you ever, and I mean ever, have the opportunity to play with Ellington on your team, he is a fantastic ally. He really is. Very, very good at Rome 2. Very, very good at Total War games as a whole. Proud to have him as a member of the Backseat Generals. Or partner. I should say partner, not member. Partner of the Backseat Generals. More archer fire coming in. Who's the crossbowman again? These guys, I swear. And great angle shot. He's actually starting to waver Unclutch's general here in the center. Down to 30 men. Royal Bodyguard general there. My general's moved up here. I do have my Hearthguard. I put a lot of points into him, so he does have the full 200-man unit. That probably will be something the defenders are going to have to worry about. Do have him in their shield castle, shield wall, so hopefully they won't be taking any damage from any of the archers. See how this center is going. Still a massive brawl going on here in the center. These Welsh axemen holding very, very well. Eastern axemen and Eastman fighters really starting to try and break their way through. My axemen actually starting to waver there. Do have some more archery. The Scottish archers have now turned. I guess he was just really aiming on trying to get rid of the general over there, which he did. He was definitely very successful in that. It's like he's just going to volley over here and start trying to dwindle down the numbers that are pressing in on this road. Getting back over onto the center right part of this settlement here. Alban Warriors, 2 units of Alban Warriors holding back. Some Eastern Spearmen, some of the Norman main infantry have made their way over, Norman foot soldiers, and I have some of my Eastern champions here. Defenders are actually starting to make their way forward, trying to push out further away from their initial defensive point, trying to make some sort of a dent into Ellington's defensive lines here. Because if he breaks, obviously, if his lines break, we're in trouble. We are in a lot of trouble.
Destroy their defenses!
It looks like Ellington and Unclutch's cavalry was successful against the Mercian cavalry over here. You see a lot of dead guys, except this guy. Got a spectral here. Spectre here, just kind of floating. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Hold on a second. Oh. He looks like he died pretty painfully. Anyway, let's get back into the battle here. Let's swing back up over here, see how this left side... I mean, I know I'm focusing a lot on the left side, but this is primarily where a lot of the action was going. A lot of good maneuvers over here. I mean, I tried to come around up on the wall. Mercia did a fantastic job with his unit of swords, getting them up on the wall, swinging around behind into our guys. So definitely a lot of tricks and traps being planted on that side. Back over here, like I said, defenders still pushing out, but we do have a unit of Ellington's Norman foot soldiers using the wall trick as well. They're going to get into some of the Seax warriors here, and look at that, numbers dropping, immediately retreating back to their lines. So Gwent is going to be the front line here again. Who has the Valley Armored Spears here, another unit of Valley Armored Spearmen behind them as well. 14 minutes left in the battle replay, guys. If you guys are enjoying this battle, please make sure to smash that like button. Help this video get out onto YouTube, get a little bit more exposure. Feel free to drop a comment down, like I said there a few moments ago. Feel free to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of this battle. You know, what your tactics were, what you thought about how the defenders did, how the attackers did. Another unit of my Eastman champions here climbing up onto the wall. I'm going to try and slide them down again, past behind the line of defenders. You can see the defenders on this side really starting to lose pretty substantially. Axeman unit there, one with 64, 36 black blades, 103 for this unit of the Welsh Axemen. And this unit of the black blades here again with 48 men left. They're taking on berserkers. They're actually starting to waver one of my units of berserkers. 20 men left in the unit. I don't think berserkers actually break though. They might run, but they'll come back. They will definitely come back. My Eastman champions have now made their way around, trying to get them as far behind the defenders as possible. Oh, my berserkers did not actually end up breaking. Black blades ended up routing, so my berserkers are still pretty solid as far as morale. Other unit of berserkers, I mean, down 24. This unit with 19, but I think they did have a lot of kills. But yeah, my Eastman champions, that's pretty much going to start being a big problem over here on the left side for the defenders. Center here, center left, still being held very well by the defenders. They actually have some of their axemen that have pushed out to continue pushing us back from here. This center really has not had a whole lot of ground given or taken. Over here on the side, again, the defenders pushing out some more of their spears, just trying to hold back Ellington's forces. That archer tower is still reaching all the way over here? Really? Oh, wow, that's a very long range. I didn't think it was that long. Okay. Did not realize that, but yeah, left side over here really starting to look pretty bad for the defenders over here. Mercy in general now, I guess he came back up to combat. He is now starting to rout. Again, these crossbows... Again with the crossbows, getting some really good volleys over there, getting some good shots in onto my Eastern champions. Now we have some of Unclutch's spears have made their way around as well, chasing back some more forces. What is this? Unit of the Alban warriors coming in. Pretty depleted unit of Alban warriors going to get into some combat here with these Eastman spearmen there for Unclutch. Unit of the crossbows finally routing off of the battlefield. I think they were sent in to melee, but they are finally gone. Finally gone. So my unit of Eastern champions should be able to start doing something soon. But here comes the Scottish general. Big charge into my men. Huge charge into my men. Killed roughly 30 men, 25 to 30 men in that charge. And he's just going to pull back. Here comes another unit, the Welsh Armored Swordsmen now making their way over onto my unit. Still pretty messed up, still pretty discombobulated here. So they're not really formed up into any line, but I did get a return charge back off onto these swordsmen. Oh, Mercy in General came back. How many men are in the unit? 30. Okay. But yeah, this left side floodgate is now opened. Let's see how this left center is starting to go. Front unit there of the Welsh Axemen starting to break. We do still have two units of the Seau warriors there. This mid is starting to waver a little bit for the defenders. It's got some of the archers there. They are wavering, but again, Alban warriors, really good tier 3 unit, holding very well against the Norman foot soldiers there. This right side, I do apologize for that. This right side again, some more of the Norman foot soldiers making their way back up, just trying to hold these guys back. That's what Ellington is really trying to focus a lot of his units over here, trying to hold the defenders back on this side to help continue aiding in our process on the left. Cavalry now starting to make their way in. Here comes my unit of scout horsemen, or Eastman horsemen I should say. They've made their way in. So again, yeah, this left side is definitely being broken open. My generals starting to make their way forward. The Scottish Royal Follower General there have lost 4 men so far, but they're just still waiting. And again, archers. Again, crossbows. Crossbows. Firing here again. Probably getting some good kills in onto my general. Maybe firing at some of my cavalry. Some unclutched spearmen there taking on a unit of the Black Blades. Let's see how well that's going to go. 57 and 25. But yeah, look at that. Spears breaking. Breaking right there, just losing more and more men. I think the Scottish general pulled back a little bit, but here he comes. I think he's going to come back up with a charge. He's going to charge at my general here, who's in combat, kind of. They're fighting a little bit of guys in the center there. Oh, no, wait. Where's he going? Where's he going? Oh, is that my... No, Norman cavalry coming over here. Going to try and catch the Scottish general up into melee combat. Trying to at least lock him down. It does not look like they're doing it. Yeah, the Scottish general is going to get away again. Norman cavalry still giving chase. Actually going to get into a unit of the longbowmen here. They do not have any ammo, but still good unit to get rid of. Just more infantry. It's going to be, 80 less men they have to defend. The Scottish general is going to get a bit of a counter charge back. My general is starting to make his way down over here now. Mercian General is the only defending unit still over here. Somehow, 30 men left. He's still doing a very good job. But some of Unclutch's army and my army were able to get around the back over here. Eastman horseman here for Unclutch was able to get a big charge in onto the back of this swordsman here, Sayak's warriors. So they're going to start making their way out. My horsemen now coming over here, going to get a charge in onto some more of these longbowmen here. So yeah, we're starting to really start to take over this front part of the settlement on this left side at least. Ellington's still doing his best, holding the guys back over here on the right. I think that's his last unit of spears on this side. There is the Royal Hussar General here though for Unclutch, starting to make their way over here. This middle is now about to fall as far as our attack is concerned. Norman soldiers starting to break. They do still have some more infantry here. There is still some more infantry for us. So not that big of a deal, but Ellington, maybe he's cutting them. Maybe he's just pulling these spears away. Definitely a good idea. Yeah, his generals starting to make their way around. This last unit on this side, Sayak's warriors starting to break. Mine and Unclutch's cavalry here. The Ellington's. Actually, all three of our cavalry's here. All three of our cavalry over here. Where is the Scottish general? I don't see him. I do see the Gwent general, though. He's still sitting way over there. But, oh, there he is. Scottish general came all the way around the back of the settlement. He's going to start trying to get into the backs of our infantry over here. Very slick move there by Apollo. Very, very well done. They're going to charge in, finish off that unit of these spears there for the Normans. But again, we're just doing a lot of damage here in the center. Mercia archers wavering, Scottish bowmen, Scottish crossbows breaking. Do have some more of the Valied armored spearmen here, though. Alban warriors taking on a unit of something, but Ellington with a big charge in onto these Valied armored spearmen there. Probably got a little bit of a charge into some of the Alban warriors there also. Very well done. My general's kind of just hanging out. I put him in shield wall because I did see this unit of the archers over here. So, I mean, they don't have any ammo, but just didn't want to take any chances. Do these longbowmen have ammo? Nope, no ammo. So the Gwent general is actually kind of just hanging out over there, but Apollo just did a fantastic job barreling his way through. We actually have some defenders starting to make their way around. Unit of the Valied armored spearmen here for Argamis's army making their way around. I don't know if I think his artillery was already out of ammo, so I'm pretty sure he just left it there to try. Nope, he's pulling them off. He is going to pull them off. Somehow still the Mercian generals here with still 30 men. Are they not fighting? They must not be fighting. Well, where's the rest of the general unit? Where are they? I don't even see anybody over here from that unit. Interesting. Anyway, here comes Ellington's general. He's going to just charge right into this unit of longbowmen. Big charge in onto these guys, knocking down some of them. Actually, some of his charge got caught up by the falling down towers over here. But he did do enough damage to start wavering these longbowmen out of here. Oh no, that was that unit there. Oh, here comes the Gwent General. Sorry about that yell there. But the Gwent General now starting to make his way over here. Norman General is going to fall back. Let's see what he's going to try and do. Looks like he's going to try and catch up to Ellington's General. Hopefully he's going to be able to get behind my General. Though my General has left his shield castle position and given up his back. I'm not entirely sure what I was trying to do over here. Probably should have just turned back around and gotten into the General there. Speaking of generals, where is that Scottish General? Do we have the Mercian General still moving around? There's the Scottish General. He's going to start wheeling around over here. Probably going to come in, get a charge in onto my horses. Yes, he did get a charge in onto my horses. I only have 28 men in mine. He has 27, so pretty close fight there. Oh, he's starting to rout my horses there. This battle was absolutely, really a lot of fun. This battle was definitely a lot of fun. Like I said back at the beginning, if you guys own Thrones of Britannia and you can find a group of people to play it with, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it because the maps, some of the maps are just absolutely gigantic. Here comes my Hearthguard General now, starting to make his way forward. 2 units of bowmen over here protecting the town center. The Toulouse General over there, still just kind of riding around. I'm not sure if he's going to maybe try and make his way back over here, but these longbowmen are not going to suffer, not going to last very long. Probably suffer some pretty horrific deaths from my Hearthguard General here. Yeah, you can see men just, the archers starting just immediately drop. There they go. First unit of archers routed. Second unit is routing just from watching their friends die. Unclutch bringing up a couple units of his spears over here, actually being chased by a unit of the armored spearmen here by Gwent. Archers did come back, so I'm just going to keep on pushing in. Just keep getting more kills on these archers, trying to get rid of them. Archer tower, or the watchtower over here, does have a pretty good range. He is firing in onto my general there, but I am starting to neutralize the town center. Oh, here comes the Gwent General again. He's kind of just hanging out back over here, waiting to see what his spears are going to be able to do against Unclutch's spearmen here. Spears and his Eastern champions, I should say. Where is the Scottish General is over here again, doing damage, but there they go, starting to waver. The Norman General here, also the Royal Hussar General for Unclutch's army over here as well. So there goes the Scottish General. They have, how many men left in the General's unit? 1. It's not the General, is it? That does not look like a General's unit. Let's actually see. Are there any more? No, actually, that was the last Scottish unit. That was the last Scottish unit. You can see my General here now pulling away from the town center. Here comes another big charge. The Gwent General going to charge in onto my Eastman horsemen here. 18 men in my horseman unit. The Toulouse General still has 30. So hopefully one of my allies comes over here and helps my cavalry out, trying to lock down the General there. But it does not look like the defenders really have a lot left. 1 unit of Valley Armored Spears there. We do still have the Gwent General. Here comes the Royal Hussar General, though. Are they going to be able to catch them? Oh, the Norman General charging over here as well. They really are trying to slow the Gwent General down here, but it does look like he's going to be able to get away a little bit. Nope, looks like he's got caught. Yeah, he was caught up by the Norman General there, so very well done by Ellington. Slowing that General unit up, and there they go. They are starting to waver as well. Oh, wait, Scotland did still have a unit. Huh, still have a unit of crossbows here. 20 men left in the unit. Probably got a decent amount of kills. They're crossbows, so they probably got a lot of kills. The Toulouse General is still just really trying to hold on. 11 seconds left in this battle replay. Unclutch's General is not. I thought his General was moving. 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom. There you go. Pyrrhic victory there for the attackers. Let's get into the army comps. We will start off with Ellington's army. His general, 104 kills. Swords, 207, 100 there. Moving over to some of his axes, 58, 75, 294 for his berserkers. Oh, wait, those are mine. I think those are my... Yeah, those are my... This is my army, actually. My general, 104 kills. Some of my swords doing pretty good, 207, 100. My berserkers did really good, 294, 293. Very well done. Archers doing okay, 82, 73. Not too bad. Cavalry with 97 kills. Getting into Unclutch's Dyflin army, his general 125 kills, spears 150 there. His swords did fantastic, 237, 240, 280, 277. His axes 244, 105. Very well done. His archers doing okay again, like I said, 80, 88, 70. His great axeman, I should say, 97. His cavalry 86 kills. His artillery there, his catapult with 38. Did mine get any? 58 kills from mine. Ellington here with the Normans, his general 82 kills. Some of his spears do, they're spears. They're not known to get a whole ton of kills, but they did do what they needed to do. Some of his swords here, 108, 118, 243. Very well done. His archers not doing as well as mine and Unclutch's, but his cavalry doing much better than ours, 176 there. Let's get into the defenders. We'll start off with Argamus and Gwent, or Gwind. I think it's Gwent. The Welsh faction. His general only 74 kills, unfortunately, but his spears, look at that, 280, 140. Very well done with these two units of spears. Third unit of spears here, actually 154. Some of his swords, 107, 167, 122. His axes, 122, 109, 100 with his axes there. His longbow's doing pretty good, 139, 96, 72. Very well done. Pixelated Apollo here with the Scottish faction, Kierson. Or his general 77 kills. Let's see, some of his black blades there, 199, 199, 44. Getting into some more of his swords, 274, 93. His axes really not doing a whole lot there, but his crossbows did very well done. Did a really good job. There we go, 103, 110, 127, 74. Final defending army, we do have Mercia being commanded by Dagger McStabby. His general 110 kills. Just wouldn't break. Just would not break. Could not find the rest of that unit there. His spears, again, not a whole lot of kills, but they did what they needed to do. Swords here, 89, 179, 97, 99. Getting into his archers here, we have a 61, 59. One of his units actually getting completely annihilated. And unfortunately, his cavalry was not able to do a whole lot against Unclutch and Ellington's cavalry outside the walls there. They ended with only 6 kills. So, all right, guys, that is the end of this battle. Again, it was a lot of fun doing this battle. I had a really, really good time. We all had a really good time. I think we were all in Discord together talking. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button. Feel free to drop a comment, guys. Continue subscribing to the channel. Getting closer and closer to 2,000 subscribers. I think we're about 13 away, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Over the moon. So thankful to all of you guys. So appreciative to all of you guys who are supporting my channel. Thank you guys so very, very, very much. But, all right, that's going to be the end of the battle replay here for today. I will talk to you guys soon. Stay safe, and until the next one.